Yeah, hey, my name is Jonah,
Hi, my name is Sarai.
and together we worked on a VR study concerning crisis negotiation. Our personal motivation behind it was that both of us were always interested in psychology and crime, and in this project we are trying to develop a training method to train police, in particular crisis negotiators, to adequately react to persons in crisis or persons showing concerning behavior.
The setup of our study is that participant firstly gets here, and we start with a basic training on negotiation strategies. After the training is completed, the participant starts with a VR environment. The participant has to imagine to be a police officer who is called to an emergency. The emergency encompasses a person who experiences crisis and is suicidal. The person is on a rooftop and the participant is called there. The task of the participant is to get them down, to step down from the roof. To achieve this, the participant incorporates the content learned from the training. Firstly, we have the behavior influence diary model. There you have stages you have to encompass to get him down. Firstly, he has to active listening and therefore build empathy with the person in crisis. And when he builds empathy, he can then build trust with the person in crisis. And at this stage, the participant achieves influence and can then get the person in crisis to step down. We also included the error management theories of Ostinger. As in normal life, police officers do also errors and these occur. So therefore it's important to know that you can resolve them and that it's not the end of the negotiation if you make an error, and you can still have influence on the person who experiences the crisis.
Yeah, the expectations we had regarding the VR were that it is effective in training these crisis negotiation strategies, and we based those expectations on previous research that showed that virtual reality is fitting for training interpersonal skills, especially empathy and related aspects. Currently, mostly roleplays are used in the police force to train those skills. However, VR has some major advantages in comparison to roleplays. In roleplays, you, of course, are interacting mostly with another police officer who also just role plays a person in crisis, and thus the reactions are always different and not always realistic, and you also don't have the possibility to often place someone on the edge of a building, rooftop or whatever, so it's way more immersive in virtual reality, so you can place a person in the actual crime scene, so to say, and the virtual agent shows always the same reactions and can thus be more realistically programmed to act like an actual person in crisis. To make it as realistic as possible, we modeled the person in crisis reactions, gestures, and the facial expressions in iClone, which is an animation software. And we also incorporated that into the virtual environment within Unity, and all of that happened in collaboration with the BMS lab. Yeah, so basically what the both of us did was the foundation stone, and in the future there will be further development on the product, and future students will work on it and further develop it until one day it hopefully arrives in practice. And our hope and wish is, of course, that future crisis negotiators will use the training to be better prepared for the situations they encounter in their everyday work and prepare them to adequately respond to persons in crisis.